Let's talk about the Rashi chart first. So Rashi chart is basically used to figure out which Rashi a planet is placed in. Okay, for example, if you have understood the numbers, okay, 3 is Gemini, 6 is Virgo, you need to remember this as I told you. So if I need to know which Rashi a particular planet is placed in, for example, Mars is in Taurus. So if I have to get that information in which Rashi is the planet placed in, I need to refer to the Rashi chart, which in this case, you can see Mars is in Taurus, Rahu is in Aries, right? We have 3 planets here which are sitting in Pisces. So in case you have doubts, you can always check here. You see for Mars is in Taurus, Rahu is in Aries. Let's stick to these 2 planets for the time being. So you will always get the Rashi of a planet from the Rashi chart. And Rashi chart is also used to understand aspects and conjunction. I will get to that in the next few slides, but these 2 reasons that I mentioned here are the only 2 reasons why we need the Rashi chart. One is to understand which Rashi the planet is in, and second one is to check the aspects and conjunction. Okay, now let's see if any of the planets, yeah, this has moved. Like how I was telling you yesterday, you can see some planets have moved, right? Here, if you see, there's only Mercury, but if you see here, it is Saturn and Mercury. So there is some change here. So in terms of Rashi, if I have to check where is Saturn, Saturn is in Aquarius, 11 is Aquarius, okay? But if I have to find out which house the planet is actually placed in, I have to say Saturn is in the 5th house. You can see that information here. If you look at Saturn, Saturn is in this column, in comes from KP chart. Okay, whichever house the planet is placed in, that is always from KP chart. So you should remember this. Rashi comes from the Rashi chart, in comes from the KP chart. In as well as owner, these 2 columns, the information comes from KP chart, whereas this comes from the Rashi chart.